No one anticipated what was about to happen. Not the cast, not the crew, and certainly not Rasheeda. In what's now considered one of the most shocking scenes in love and hip-hop history, cameras caught Kirk Frost in a heated outburst that stunned everyone and left Rasheeda in tears. The footage, released just hours ago, has already gone viral across social media. Fans are demanding answers, and producers are scrambling to manage the fallout. But the damage might already be done. It all unfolded on what was supposed to be a routine day on set, just another scene between the longtime couple. But then something snapped. Voices were raised, accusations were hurled, and then came the moment that exploded online. Kirk lunged at Rasheeda in a way no one saw coming, not from the man she had supported for so many years. Now, viewers are left wondering what really happened off camera. Was this just a one-time explosion, or does it reveal something much deeper and more troubling? Rasheeda has remained silent publicly, but sources close to her say she's heartbroken and finished. Meanwhile, VH1 insiders are reportedly concerned that this scandal could not only wreck Kirk's reputation, but also put the entire franchise at risk. Don't go anywhere, because what we're about to reveal next is going to shock you. Beneath the bright glare of studio lights, the Love and Hip Hop set buzzed with its usual barely contained chaos. Cameras were in position, assistants were scurrying about, and makeup artists were doing their final touches. Kirk walked in with a tight expression, his jaw clenched like he was holding back a storm. Rasheeda sat off to the side, scrolling through her phone, trying to appear composed. But anyone who knew her could see the emotional tension just below the surface. There was an undeniable chill between them, and the entire crew could feel it. Something was off. Something was about to break. What the audience didn't know was that just moments before filming started, Kirk had looked through Rasheeda's phone. The messages weren't explicit or scandalous, but they were personal. She had been venting to a friend about Kirk's latest betrayal. One line hit him hard. "I don't know how much longer I can keep pretending this marriage is okay." He didn't confront her right then. Instead, he took his place on set and waited for the cameras to roll. But inside, he was boiling. The scene they were supposed to shoot was simple, just a conversation about their son's school situation. But when the director called action, Kirk couldn't hold back. Instead of sticking to the script, he launched into a furious rant. "So this is how you really feel, smiling on camera while talking behind my back?" His tone was low but cutting. Rasheeda looked up, confused and emotional. "What are you even saying?" she asked, her voice already trembling. "Your little messages, I read them all," Kirk shouted, stepping toward her. The crew froze, unsure if this was still part of the scene or if something had just gone terribly real. Was this just dramatic acting or real life unraveling in front of everyone's eyes? The tension was suffocating. The room felt dense. The silence loaded. Rasheeda's eyes widened. "Did you seriously go through my phone?" Kirk shot back. "Don't act innocent. You've been throwing shade behind my back while smiling in my face." "That's not true, Kirk," Rasheeda snapped, her voice cracking. "I'm sick of the lies," he spat. At that point, the director tried to pause the scene, calling for a cut, but Kirk ignored the cue. He was fully in his emotions now, and there was no dialing him back. Rasheeda stood up, eyes full of tears, her voice shaking as she spoke. "I needed to let it out, Kirk. I can't keep bottling this up. You're never around. You lie. You cheat. I feel like I'm drowning." Those words pushed Kirk past the edge. He raised his hand. No one could believe what came next. In a horrifying instant, his palm connected with Rasheeda's face. It felt like time slowed down. The sound of the slap echoed across the studio like a gunshot. People gasped. A clipboard clattered to the floor. Rasheeda stood frozen, stunned, her face turned away, one hand slowly rising to the cheek he had just struck. A beat of silence followed, then chaos broke loose. Crew members rushed in. The assistant director screamed for security. A sound technician ran to Rasheeda's side, gently helping her away. Kirk stood still, chest heaving, eyes wide in disbelief, almost like he couldn't process what he'd just done. But it was done. And it couldn't be undone. The cameras kept rolling, not out of intent, but because no one had hit stop. Multiple angles had captured it all. Kirk Frost, a veteran of the show, had just been filmed striking his wife on set. Outside the studio, word spread like wildfire. One crew member had already messaged a friend. Something terrible just happened. Kirk hit Rasheeda on camera. And that single message lit the fuse. Within minutes, social media exploded. Rasheeda's name was trending as she was escorted to her dressing room. Fans were in disbelief. No one wanted to believe what they were hearing. But the reports kept pouring in. Different retellings of the same story, none of them painting Kirk in a good light. Back in her dressing room, Rasheeda sat in silence. Her makeup was smeared, her cheeks already red. But she didn't cry. Not anymore. The tears had dried. Now there was only shock, heartbreak, and a strange kind of relief, like something buried had finally broken free. She whispered to her stylist, "He really did it. He hit me. In front of everyone." Outside her door, producers were in full-blown panic. Some wanted to shut down production entirely. Others were scrambling to release a statement before the footage leaked. But it was too late. Someone on set had already recorded it on their phone. And even though the studio cameras had everything in crisp, clear HD, it would be the shaky, vertical cell phone video that would hit the internet first. Kirk had already left the building. No apology came, no explanations. Just a tense body, stiff shoulders, and a face that revealed nothing. Kirk didn't say a word, not to the crew, not to his manager. He simply walked out, got into his car, and drove off. By the following morning, the first clip had hit the internet. It was shaky, low quality, but unmistakable. Kirk Frost slapping Rasheeda. The reactions were immediate and furious. Fans were outraged. Calls flooded in for his firing, his arrest, even for a complete cancellation. Celebrities began chiming in. One rapper tweeted, "No justification, no sorry, just disgusting." A well-known R&B artist posted, "I watched them growing up. This hurts. I'm sick over it." Even Mona Scott, the executive producer of the show, couldn't stay silent. She shared a short but pointed message. "Violence has no place in our production. Serious decisions are underway." Whispers began circulating. Kirk had been suspended indefinitely. VH1 might even pull the entire season off the air. Through all the noise, Rasheeda said nothing. Her silence, however, didn't last long. Just hours later, she posted a single image to Instagram. A solid black screen. No caption, no tags. But her followers flooded the comments with love and encouragement. "We love you. Leave him. You deserve so much better." The support was overwhelming, but so was the pressure. People wanted her to speak, to share her truth. What the public didn't see was the emotional storm raging inside her. Shame, anger, devastation, uncertainty. She didn't know what to do, whether to stay in the marriage, whether to press charges, whether to walk away for good.